So we heard that your official title, you were a reverend.
Yes.
Did you feel a call to that, and like what does that entail exactly?
Well, okay. There's two tracks, I guess you could say, in Shinyo Buddhism. So we are a lay Buddhist order. So we're for anybody can come in here and practice as a lay person. They don't have to go into a monastery and shave their head and wear robes.
Yeah.
But there is a basically an opportunity for people to practice a little bit more, in a progressed manner. So they study doctrine, and then they can eventually decide if they want to become what we call a Dharma teacher or a priest. You can go through priestly ordination. So there's the general group of practitioners that can do that. And then there's also people such as Tomoko and myself who actually enter the clergy. So we decided at some point that that would be our vocation, that would be our career, as it were.
Yeah.
So for me, I guess you could say I felt a calling. I actually was encouraged by my mentor to think about becoming a temple staff member. And then when I actually went through the process, it definitely felt like the right fit for me. I was actually going to go to chiropractic school and study holistic medicine and things like that. But then when that idea, was kind of implanted in me or shared with me, the thought of it just kept evolving for me and becoming more and more interesting. So yeah, I guess you could say that it was a calling.
Yeah. No, that sounds
What's like your favorite part of like playing your role?
I think it's really about. I have a few, but I'll tell you one in particular. I really love that Her Holiness Shinzo Ito, who's the head of our order, she really encourages us to really convey what is kind of the core principles of our beliefs to our community, and I do that through interfaith work. So I spend a lot of time working with young people who are from other faith traditions and learning. We have an organization actually in Orange County called the Orange County Interfaith Network. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. There's a subcategory of that called the Interfaith Youth Council. We have forums, and we bring like a couple hundred teens together, and they share a time together where they can learn about one another's faiths without thinking that they have to be converted or anything like that. They're just there to learn, there to absorb and listen and be more aware, and I think be more understanding. There's no fear there in the other. There's just a chance to find out that we're all young people. We have the same issues that we deal with in everyday life. But this is my faith belief. This is my tradition that I practice. I do meditation. So I love seeing them do that. I love being there to encourage them to do that. So that's one of the. It's just one of the things that I do. And I'll tell you guys about it more in detail if you want to come to one of our events.
What about like the hardest part?
Yeah, what's the most important?
The hardest part, let's see, what would that be? That's a good question. I think it's probably, I didn't sense it until recently. I'm a new mom, and so I have an 8-month-old son. And so,
Congrats.
And so, kind of balancing work and life, because I just used to be completely here all the time, didn't have to worry about anything else. But now, practicing my beliefs with my family,
Oh.
so cute. I'm sorry, but that's just too cute. He's about that big too. So, it's too funny. So sweet. So anyway, I think being away from him is really challenging right now. So even looking at that, makes me go, oh, I want to go see him. But he's a good boy, and his daddy's taking care of him today, so I don't have to worry.
Yeah.
But that's kind of hard, being away from him. Yeah. So, yeah, but I'm here full time. So, yeah, it's a wonderful thing, and it's actually what I believe I can support my family with. So it is a challenge, but it's also a blessing at the same time.
Okay, and then I think this is the last question. What exactly does you being a reverend, what does that entail? Like, what do you do? Do you lead prayers, or what exactly do you do?
Well, we've gone through a little bit of training. I'm not sure if Tomoko mentioned it, but we do go through a little bit of training that's, I should say, not a little, a lot of training. So, you know, in our daily activities, we come in the morning, we clean the altar, some of us will get assigned to do, for example, the morning prayers, where we pray for the well-being of the practitioners and for the world in general. So there's kind of like this list of things that we pray for. And then, you know, we also have our particular responsibilities in the staff. Mine happens to be human resources. I take care of the other clergy all throughout the United States. So I try to support them and their families with that role that I play. And then if it's a service day, you know, we are responsible for taking care of the ceremonies. Sometimes I'm the chanting leader. Sometimes or myself or Jay Gibson will give a Dharma talk. So we also guide the meditations that take place here. So those are just a few of the things. Like today, I got to perform a baby blessing for a little girl, and I also did a blessing for a car. Someone brought their car here to be blessed. So those are all the things that we get to do. It's probably similar to what you're used to, just a Buddhist slam. But great. Well,
Thank you so much.
Good question.
Can we get a high five?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It was great meeting you.
If you are interested in Interfaith Youth Council,